Hi guys, thank you for joining me and welcome back. If you're new, please subscribe so you can be part of this wonderful family. So how have you been? How are you doing this afternoon? Personally, I am well. I am going to be doing a Q&A today. I get a lot of questions from you guys about my personal life, about my YouTube life, about a lot of things, about the emotional stuff, the heartbreaks, the love, everything. Currently, I've gotten a lot of questions about my current life, what I'm doing right now, and about my wedding and such questions. But we will answer those ones in good time. So today I've segmented the questions. I think probably once a week I will be doing this Q&A to answer some of your questions. So I've segmented them, and today I will be answering questions to do with dating. I have a lot of questions. I wrote them down because I'm using my phone to film. So like, what has helped me most in my current relationship, the best way to practice self-love, Muthoni, should you forgive a cheating boyfriend? I've got lots of those emails, by the way, with a long story of whatever happened. And then this other one is about the best dating advice I've ever received. This one is someone who wants to be more approachable by dudes. Yeah, so I will be answering these questions and more today. Thank you so much, guys, for your questions. Please keep them coming through on Instagram DM and also on email. I don't answer a lot of those on Facebook because I get a lot of unnecessary questions on Facebook, so I really don't check my Facebook DM as much. So just use my Instagram DM. My Instagram handle is Muthoni Mukiri, Muthoni wa Mukiri, and my email is muthonismission@gmail.com, and then I will keep answering these questions here as we go on, as we proceed. So my name is Muthoni Mukiri. Thank you guys for joining me. I almost forgot to say my name. Yeah, so the first question is, what has helped you most in your current relationship? What has helped me most in my current relationship? This is a really good question. This is such a nice question. So what has helped me most is not betraying my values, not giving away my life just because I'm in a relationship. I would say standing with my truth, like knowing what's really important to me and not sacrificing that for the sake of a relationship, yeah. So, and there's this book I was reading that says, you're in a good relationship or a good career or, the right environment when you're not betraying yourself and what you stand for. If you've been in a string of like toxic relationships, you realize at some point you lose yourself, or you lose your balance, or you just lose yourself in the relationship. And the reason is because you have sacrificed your values and what you stand for, like your foundation as an individual. So you're just out here in the air, and the other person or the guy can just toss you around the way they want. But if you want to really have a solid relationship, you have to really have a good foundation in terms of value standards, and also have a good relationship with yourself. So I think that is what has helped me most in my relationship. Yeah. So another question, the best way to practice self-love. The best way to practice self-love, I would say, is self-affirmations, telling yourself those nice things. Because I realize when you're struggling with self-love, and if you don't love yourself, you crave a lot of love from other people. Like, that's why you fall in love so fast. You fall in love with the wrong people because you just want to be loved. You just want someone to tell you they love you. So the most important thing to do as you practice self-love and as you work towards your journey to loving yourself, you need to tell yourself those things, to do to yourself those things. Like in front of the mirror, tell yourself, I love you, Muthoni. It sounds ridiculous at first. At first it sounds weird, but with time it starts to sink in, because whatever you tell yourself, you're also listening. You're also consuming it. So you stand in front of the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself, tell yourself you're beautiful, tell yourself, Muthoni, I will protect you, I will take care of you. Those things you crave to hear from other people, that gap you want other people to feel, you have to feel it yourself. Yes. So number one is self-affirmations. When you start doing those self-affirmations, telling yourself, I'm pretty, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, you will also start to be kind to yourself, to do nice things to yourself as someone you love. You know how we want to do nice things to people you love? When you love yourself, you want to do those things to yourself, which is really good. It's not selfish, it's really necessary. And then now, after the affirmations, let me just say too, you asked me the most important. The second one is self-care, which also you will start doing after you start telling yourself the affirmations. Self-care is eating a balanced diet, working out, taking water, sleeping, taking a nap in the afternoon if you're too drained, reading a nice book, taking yourself to the movies, just taking care of yourself, being there for yourself. Yeah, so those two. Start with affirming yourself, telling yourself, I love you, Muthoni. I will protect you. You're beautiful. You're amazing. And then after that, you'll go to, when you mess up, you find that you start being kind to yourself. You start becoming your own best friend, Yes. So how to stop repeating toxic patterns in relationships? I have sung this one like a song. Muthoni, how do I stop repeating toxic patterns in relationships? So this is how I understand this question. You probably have found yourself in in a string of a pattern of toxic relationships, one toxic relationship after another, or you find yourself in flings. Your relationship don't go past 4 months, 5 months, or something like that. So the most important thing you need to know is, for every of that relationship, that those things they did to you or whatever, you have a part to play. I'm not victim shaming, and I'm not here to tell you deserved to be beaten. I'm here to tell you there's something in you that would date someone who's violent. And let me listen. The first time someone does something to you, it's on them. So the first time they do that to you, that's on them. The second time it happens, that's on you. The first guy, you might have dated somebody and they were toxic and, they did whatever they did and then it broke. If you dated another person who was still the same and who did those things to you, it's not their fault. It is your fault. The second time is usually your fault. Sawa. So how I understand is, when you leave one relationship, you need to look at what you did to enable that relationship, what you did to take so much disrespect, because these things start from early on. They don't just start from the day he beats you or the day he starts ghosting you. They start from even statements they say, things they behave, even they go quietly for like 2-3 hours, they hang up the phone on you. It starts from those little things. So you have to really analyze yourself after every relationship. That's why I'm so against rebounds, you guys. I am so against them. And I don't know why people say the best way to get over a man is by another man. Oh, sweetie. I don't know if you've had stories of someone who gets a rebound and the rebound becomes way worse than what you were running away from. And then even the rebound relationship lasts even longer. I don't know if you've had those stories. So I say, don't, immediately you leave that relationship, don't jump. Don't overlap with another guy. Don't try to get someone that to take you off whatever was happening. Spend time with yourself. Ask yourself questions about that relationship. Reflect on the first times it started, things you felt that were off in that relationship. Please look at that. Analyze yourself, because you're the constant in these relationships. You don't know about those other guys. You just know about yourself. Sindio? After every relationship, please analyze yourself. It wasn't your fault, but please take time to even get that person off your system, to even clean yourself. Yeah, so I would say look at your last relationships. Like if you were in 5 relationships that were really messed up, go in every relationship and look at what the deal breaker was and what part you played and what you think you need to do. Probably you're usually too desperate, or probably you are too good to strangers, you trust easily. You need to work towards healing that part of yourself. Therapy is also a good thing, by the way. If you're struggling to date, and struggling, I don't mean like struggling. I mean like you can't make a relationship work. Like the longest your relationship lasts is like 5 months, 6 months, and then you're left single again, and then you start all over. Probably you need to go for therapy. Maybe you have some unresolved issues that need a therapist or someone who's trained a trained professional for that. So, but always just look behind your other relationships, the one that didn't work, and look at what you can do different in your other relationship. It might not be the problem is you in terms of you're so broken. It can be you are ignoring the red flags. That is something you also need to be like, well, the first time this guy does something like this to me, or I will not take this and this in my other relationship. A lorry is passing by somewhere. I live in the village, so some lorry is passing by. It's a bit noisy. Okay, another question. Okay, I want to be more approachable. Men repel me. I look too serious. Okay, so this one says she's trying to date and she wants to be more approachable. What are characteristics of people that you think are approachable? What I can tell you for sure is when you're too gloomy, when you have that beach resting face, you know that one from, you know those faces sometimes we make, you feel like, not in a bad way, sometimes you feel like, oh God, these guys cannot just talk to me. You know, you have that key attitude on your face. So you have to be approachable in regards to, you have to look approachable. And the most important thing is your body language, how you are carrying yourself, smiling around, showing interest, even in whatever is happening around you, whatever drink you're having, the room around. And smiling is a good thing. Smiling is a very good thing. Body language, when people talk to you, please show interest. Please respond. And when you're amongst people, I also had that thing, because sometimes I can have a no-nonsense face, like, you know, those ones I'm talking about, the beach resting face. I can have those ones of, like, I can be really in my own zone. And I don't realize it until I realize where no one is talking to me in this room, you know, and maybe nobody knows me there, but I can have those. So I've learned to be warm to people, to just walk in a room with a nice, like kind of a smile on my face, and just look around and just show interest in people. Show interest in people, smile, and also ask questions, your body language, you know, just behave like a people person. I can tell you that for sure. Introverts usually have a problem. I should do a video on how introverts can really come out here. Because when I talk about taking yourself out here, or when you want to date and when you have to put yourself out here, I talk a lot about showing up, like going to parties, going to gatherings. Like, don't just stay at home. But when you go to these gatherings, what do? Yeah, we will talk about that. But so I hope I've answered your question. Please smile around. It can be hard when you have a mask, but your body language speaks different. Like, face people if you're talking to them. When someone talks to you, hi, just go like, hi, how are you? You can continue the conversation, pull the conversation forward, put it forward. Know how to carry a conversation. Your body language, you know, like, and then also smiling, and then showing interest, and then even asking questions. Yeah, I said I will do a whole episode on how to flirt, how to be approachable, and things like that. So the other one is the best dating advice I have ever received. What's the best dating advice, Muthoni, that you have ever received? The best one is a cliche. By the way, it sounds like a cliche. Everybody throws it around in quotes, but it has so much weight. Every time I see someone post that advice, I'm just thinking in my head, I hope you understand the weight of that, whatever you've posted, because people just toss it around, and it's so important. There is nothing as clear as a man who wants you. Full stop. So this quote usually goes like this: if he likes you, you will know. If he doesn't, you will be confused. You know how that is a quote. I'm sure you've seen it. If he likes you, you will know. If you're confused, he doesn't. You know how you start to date someone after 3-4 months, and then you start running around asking everybody, what do I do? You know, he's doing his, I'm confused. He doesn't even, he doesn't. Full stop. If he likes you, there is nothing as clear as somebody, even for women, there's nothing as clear as someone who wants you in their life. So if it's anything, if you're so confused, are they serious? Chances are they're not serious at all. So that's advice. I took it to heart. I said, maybe I will not walk around asking for advice again, like all over. Like, you're always like, sasa nitamfanyia nini? Okay, what do I do? How do I salvage this relationship? Okay, now okay, sasa anataka nini? I decided I'm not gonna do those ones. If he likes you, you will know. If he doesn't, you'll be confused. That is the one. That quote is thrown around all over. Another one I received is, when you're asking for a sign, you know, like, God, give me a sign. Oh God, I need to know, is this guy? That in itself is a sign. Because if you were sure, if they were doing the right thing, they are treating you right, they are there for you in a healthy way, you will not need any sign. You already see him doing that. You already see the person being like that to you. So I think those two. If it doesn't, so for all those who keeps going around, Muthoni, I need your advice. What do I do? You know, the other day he was talking with another woman on the balcony. Another time he did not come home. He's not serious. Full stop. If he is serious with you, you will not need to ask anybody any questions. You will not have even any questions to ask. Yeah. This other one is about infidelity. Yeah, this one I have received emails, pages and pages of emails about boyfriends cheating. I'm not talking about husbands. I'm not talking about anybody who's married, who's made a vow before God and everybody, who's gone through the procedure and all that. I'm talking about you meet a man, a man or a woman, you start dating, and then they start sleeping with other people. They start getting there's another lady who wrote me a very long DM, and she said, I think the boyfriend cheated on her with somebody, and they had a child with that lady. Then she's asking, oh, he's come back. I really love him. I want to forgive him. I will repeat this, and I don't know if I need to use capital letters. Do you know what the point of dating is? The point of getting with somebody to date is so you can know if they are good for a husband. If so you can know if you're compatible for a long-term thing, to go all the way to the end. Okay, I'm getting to know you to see if you're good for long-term, and then you're sleeping with another woman. Then that's the deal breaker. You drop. You date somebody else. How do you... Okay, what are you expecting in marriage? What do you think will happen? Because it's a continuation of the relationship. Stop missing the whole point of dating. And don't just start hanging out with a boyfriend and they're treating you badly. But in your head, automatically you've decided this is my man for me no matter what. When a boyfriend cheats on you, drop them like a hot potato. Yes. If it's in marriage, it's different. Probably you want to talk to your a counselor, probably to your pastor, probably you want to find out why it happened, you know. But I am dating you as my boyfriend and you're sleeping with another woman. Drop them. If you're dating a woman, she's sleeping with other men. In a relationship, we are not married. Because those things are what will continue in marriage, surely. You're missing the whole point of dating. That is why unapata, someone has been in a toxic relationship with a boyfriend for 7 years. 7 years. And it's toxic. So you keep telling me he's not, it's very toxic. He has not even proposed to me. You want a toxic person to propose to you to marry you. Why would you want to be in a toxic marriage? As in, you guys, I'm sorry I'm too strong about this, but sometimes I don't get it. I love my boyfriend. Oh, there's a lady. The boyfriend is cheating on her, and he's also chapaying her. Like he's beating her, good one. But I love him, he had a son outside with another lady. But the worst part is when I confronted him, he beat me up. He's come back begging, I really love him. What do? I just want to shake you real hard so you can wake up. For real. If your boyfriend is cheating on you, you dated someone for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, it's not gone anywhere. He's cheating on you already. He's beating you. He's doing you all manner of things. Drop them like this. As in, listen, Mimi, I'm dating you. We don't have a child. You've cheated. And on top of that, you even had a baby with someone. You've had a baby with someone, and then you think you want to forgive that person. You must have very low self-esteem to want to stick around with someone who humiliates you like that, embarrasses you, and gets somebody else pregnant when you're in a relationship with them. If it's a husband, it's totally different. A boyfriend just cheats on you out of, I just met you last year or whatever, and then you're sleeping with other women, and on top of that, you're making them pregnant. Oh, it's a done deal for me. Because I understand what dating is. Getting to know that person, to know if it's someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. If they are not, you stop. Yes. You may have preached enough. So that's it, by the way, you guys. Those were the heaviest, or the ones that had a lot of weight, the ones that I really wanted to answer in regards to dating. I hope I've tried to answer most of your questions. There's some noise somewhere. I don't know, my neighbors are drilling. My neighbors are drilling something. And I'm almost done with my video, so I'll just wind up here. Please keep sending your questions. I should do these questionnaires a lot. Sometimes I might miss something in my videos, but when I see your questions, it actually puts me back on track. I also have another video I'll do of Q&A about YouTube. Yes, I've gotten a lot about that. So yes, yeah, so that's all. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Muthoni MUKIRI, and thank you for watching.